Good morning. First of all, my name is Chaidir from IPMI Institute on class of Corporate Finance, first semester. Today I'm going to talk about what I learned from the Corporate Finance class. Uh, s- Absolutely, in this video, I'm going to explain the sixth chapter that I learned in the class. So first, going to be like financial management, capital budgeting, security analysis, corporate structuring, fraud risk management, and also international finance. Let's move on to the first slide. So the first slide is talking about financial management. So what is financial management? It's a set of initiatives undertaken by organization to plan, organize, direct, and control its financial resources in order to ensure the long-term sustainability of the business. So the question is going to be like, what business managed to, create long-term sustainability. From what I learned and I understand about it, it's there's four factors. First, going to be liquidity, solvency, activity, and also profitability. So, what is a liquidity? It reflects the organization ability to meet its short-term obligation, which is evaluated by the liquid asset, namely like cash or and cash equivalents. Solvency is all about uh the proposition of debt and also the capital they're owned by a company. Activity like measures the productivity and efficiency of company in managing its operational cycle within the supply chain to generate the maximum revenue. And also the last one is profitability, is a company ability to generate profit from its business operations, commonly assessed through indicators such as NPM or net profit margin, and also ROA, return on asset, ROI, return on investment, and also others profitability ratio. So next one is going to be like capital budgeting is a process undertaken by a business to evaluate, select, and also wait. So I can also, manage major investment projects or long-term capital expenditures. So there's going to be, first, capital budgeting decisions are closely associated with cash flow analysis, such as initial cash flow, periodic cash flow, and also terminal cash flow. And also to evaluate investment visibility when company will trying to, invest in some other or, want to conglomerate the business. There are several valuation methods are applied, including a payback period, NPV or net present value, profitability index, and also internal rate of return or IRR. So next one is going to be security analysis. It's all about when a company or individual want to invest in shares, especially like, shares or obligation. They're actually evaluated and also transparent in a website or in a, internet. So there's a two methods here. There's a fundamental analysis and technical analysis. So fundamental analysis is all about individually or organizationally trying to evaluate shares or some commodity by doing calculation of financial condition and performance such as financial ratio analysis, book value versus market value, and also credit rating analysis by seeing and extracting data from the financial statement of the company. And the technical analysis has a huge difference between fundamental, where this method is kind of forecasting by seeing and observing the patterns of security to support decision-making models, such as, support and resistance. Support is like, when shares is, the price is used to at that point, and resistance is where the shares is where did the shares the price of the per shares is the lowest point. And also simple moving average and also RSI or relative strength index. The next one is restructuring. So I'm going to talk like what is the corporate restructuring is all about. It's all about strategic actions taken by company to significantly modify its capital structure or operational framework. So in this practice, by seeing this kind of chart, basically corporate restructuring is based on financial distress experienced by the company. So What does it mean by financial distress? It's a condition where a company or individual is unable or increasingly difficult to meet its financial obligations, especially short-term liabilities like account payable or kind of bank loans using its current cash flow or assets. So a company thinking that how they gonna solve this kind of problem. Most of company and commonly there's two kind of ways to solve the financial distress problem. So first option is going to be operational restructuring. So operational restructuring focus on improving core operational performance to enhance efficiency, productivity, and sustainability without primarily altering the company financing structure. So such as cost efficiency initiatives, workforce rationalization, and also supply chain optimization by the company. So related to the corporate finance or the not task, but the study that I learned at the IPMI Institute is going to be like financial restructuring. So financial restructuring is improving the company capital structure and financial obligation to achieve greater financial stability by doing things such as debt restructuring or debt to equity swap and also equity injection from the investors. So next is going to be fraud risk management. Is a process of identifying, assessing, and mitigating fraud risk within an organization through the development of anti-fraud programs designed to prevent fraudulent activities before they occur. So I'm going to explain first about the fraud triangle. It's a reason why someone individually, groups, or an organization there's a fraud. The first factor is going to be first factor is going to be pressure. So it's all about financial or personal stress that motivates individuals to commit a fraud. And the second factor is going to be opportunity. So opportunity is all about weak internal controls or lack of oversight that allow fraud to occur. And the last one is rationalization. It's about justification by the the perpetrator that the fraudulent act is acceptable or deserved. So as a company, we have to think that how to prevent these kind of things occur internally. So there's fraud mitigation strategies that I learned from the course. So first going to be establishing strong ethical value among the employees. The second step is going to be developing and enforcing standard operating procedures or SOPs for fraud detection and response. The third step is conducting regular training to increase employee awareness and fraud prevention capabilities. The fourth one is implementing protective security measures such as software or hardware, and even create a fraud prevention unit such as department or an division. And the last one is implementing a whistleblower mechanism for publicly. The last one is going to be international finance. It's a branch of finance that examines the management and movement of funds across national borders, including foreign exchange market mechanism, exchange rate determinations, currency risk, and their implication for investment decisions, financing, and international trade. So before I explain about foreign exchange transaction methods, I'm going to explain about foreign exchange market is it's a marketplace where foreign currencies are traded. Exchange rate are determined by the interaction of supply and demand among currencies for the purpose of international trade, investment, and currency risk management. So we can move on to next factor. There's transaction methods. So I do learn three of these methods. First, gonna be forward contract. So what is forward? Forward contract is a bilateral agreement between two parties to exchange a specified amount of currency at a predetermined exchange rate on a future date. So this contract is traded by OTC of over the counter and can be customized in terms of amount, maturity, and settlement date. So the future contract is kind of different between forward. So it's standardized foreign exchange agreement traded on an organized future exchange. The contracts specify standardized quantities, maturity dates, and settlement procedures. Future contracts require margin deposits and can be traded prior to maturity, making them more liquid than forward contracts. So the last one is option contracts. It grants the holder the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a currency at specified exchange rate within a defined period. To obtain this rate, the option holder pays a premium option over the greater flexibility as the contract may be exercised only when market condition is favorable. So I guess that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.